welcome back to this week. Missy week, wait here. I will tell you what you know, we hear hot something. If not that, yeah, I will share all day. Every week, Ghana now is looking like there will be some kind of a protest or demonstration. Demonstration hub with your muye any a che hon nipa 53 ko 2 ma. You deny some of them bail. Thank God, 8 people and so far media no metrese ya grant you bail of 70,000 Ghana cedis each with 2 sureties. But after that demo no, there was a different demo. Senebeya amount na ya chomogum no. That protest, the hashtag for it was Stop Galamsey Now and Free the Citizens. Yeah, and then that also went on.
After making our motherland a better place to live.
And no question that who attack say Roman fathers of Ghana. Almost as Montana saying Shema Ghana and suicide. So almost they are going to hit the streets, the money baby happen.
Oh Galamsey.
And no question and who another one. Kwaku Sam, the whole Ghana, you see a Abosomfoɔ president. Or no, see a Abosomfoɔ about BTS street. They are also going to protest because anything Adia Abosomfoɔ to some extent and has something to do with water. So, see a tenase hwenas in Zuni in Asaya. Uko friends who bosom no croma until definitely no, they are also going to do something.
And you trust them, and you ask them, you ever cast that and I don't care, and you break, when you put them to flat from your town, the crowd plants one also Syria, also Hidden One. Said the assembly study, you see any assassin, what done, and I'm sure to what my young, a group in whom you to see a baby apple. It is a baby apple, as a 7 cents ready. 1 year, I won't protest, I'm saying they have gone by a uncle, so that's the opportunity. And not fun, and I'm going to look for crowd, I find. And that must be, go, and who be able to say, and quiet there, Nico, and go put your way,
already now you use a trade union congress, you know, Amafwa, Omuye Juma, Omusika Semunko, Binum Crying to Amoka. Almost as each said, strikes a whole draw any acre. They're also going to protest.
Our strike remain unchanged.
And Cheney, who is a month for a more mortuary, Kolebu, Abosomfoɔ strike because their salary yet they don't give them proper equipment. TV3 documentary about it. Second documentary, horrible, working conditions, especially for more work is no good. And they won't continue to do the work and die. Abra, the basic necessities like common gloves, sometimes they don't get it. The chemicals they use highly I know sir it's happening or will be happening because some sectors Ghana economy. So yes so say time buying the time to at least make sure that demands are buying meeting. And not a whole lot of people actually knew that meeting was happening, but at least based on some press statement, I think, from the presidency, buying, another penny for or a trade union for penny for the trade union are also in support of, say, yes, stop program saying, according to a black one, they don't traders in Asia to talk about their future. That same day, 11 concessions were signed. Send a buyer a mouthful of Frobinum, bet me as you dig for good. Getting into Galamsey again.
To my shock, whilst the president was meeting organized labor that same day, will you believe that new licenses were being issued for these companies to start mining that same day?
Hey! Yeah, bro, yeah, blast it. Assembly, it is protest equals to knowing. Concessions will be apply to get a, what do they call it? Permit to dig somewhere for gold. At least stop those things now. Send at least a month what people say. The government is at least doing something. But when it comes to this protest, no one in the MPP has balls. So bet me I can say, me judge them say, galam say fight, at least let's be in support of the youth and our man for demonstrating. Let's put kind of a temporary ban on this whole situation until say Pia. You be say no more to me as kakra. And I yet me find the ways to make sure say a man for digging, they are doing it, send a bear and saying so. Because the moment they dig, as I say, they are not doing that. Only one person, and a man who's OSA, which is Kwajo Ponkroma. Me, we are okay. Kwajo Ponkroma should have been the VP to Baumia.
Then people say, Okwa, to a good year with Siosono, Yen Yayo. Esan say, catch home, say, Omunya, Omuntuaba, Emma. The person they can play, and you're playing fun. Say, MPB not to baby, no one agent, so Beman conform up to a good year when in Sioso, Mama saying in Sua. Yeah, of course, you'll be a say. Your man conform to a good year when Sioso, and say in Sua,
or MPB knew, but he's talking about the fact it's only Kurum there. It doesn't matter if MPs be no more Mukurum, but Mahokwa Momusuasaya, and you're no Kurum. You see, there is a person, he is putting Ghana first, he is putting his, town and as his people first, not party.
It is a bit baby, that's also no say, or the Portia, or almost saying you are. Yea, of course, you'll be a say. Ye mo be man, say yes, you saw no way, and put it.
Right now, MPP camper, everything is actually part of their campaign now. Let the Galam say yes, do their thing. We will fight it after the election. We won't say anything to piss them off because some places, those people who vote for MPP. So if they can say, "Why stop illegal mining?" and I say, "You can't say anything against it," guess what will happen? They won't vote for us. We will lose votes. So, let's brush it off. Let's say after the election, we'll fight it. It's crazy.
It's Bosomi we ya, and I say, Sana Nado ye, and I need to say, and he come on buana. Nkebia enti Sam radio, on the omun pushy, by a dear, ye standing and say, Yen to abadin ye to be a Ghana for yen and come when I didn't say I am to and niggas as a partner election a mojo when Ghana for interest. I time in soon almost so time in so almost some dream say, and so say,
Okota the Cape Coast man can sim, baby, or we fish what Ghana be bria. At some point, omu put to a ban so bien to me so and conquer you fish. My fish and then would no munini. Sound say 1 month or say 2 months or say whatever the time limit is on. So that time na end there. Ebusia, ube konubenya more fishes. Fish crowd. We have those measures there for fish. How about no more human being? Ebusia, no may say, but it looks like some people scale Benyanguana. That is the only, the motive. That is the only thing they care about. So the money happened. No more. Some of the some amount of binum can say, I didn't happen when could I say, why are you not going there to protest? No protest to Accra. That is the question. It's crazy to me. Obi were UK. There were, I saw a couple of videos and pictures. Yeah, one man for also demonstrate to a UK and it's a US was saying about the same thing that happened with Ghana.
Stop Ghana, say!
Say Kwamudu UK. So why are they them protesting? Black Lives Matter happen war. Can say George Floyd situation happen wherever US. Italy no muyebi. Ghana for crying and who. So why did you say anything about that when it comes to Obi or foreign and as assembly crime fire? But yeah, kasa Ghanaians no. Now no me on TikTok, your video be posted online. Say River Densu right now, wager dam a didiba, and then he show proof.
Someone who wager dam no. And I started here brown. For the past, let's say 4 days, 5 days. They say in Shona no. Wager dam way, I say very clear. Very clear. You can see it. But we hear this part. All of a sudden, a brown.
Wager Dam, and your central region. Central region, if you want your greater Accra, Obana. This is Wager Dam, they say, yeah. Guess what is going to happen? Your companies are, water companies are, Evans almost also moves you from Wager and Eka home. And then if that happens, now someone moves you say, yeah. What do you think is happening? In Suona, or Mubinyano, or I'm bottled water, sachet water in a kaika hono. Those same water, and they bakra. Kumasi, Munina Munumbi, Munina Mubu. Yeah. So at some point, it doesn't matter where you are or where the demonstration is happening. If you can't be part of it, kind of shut up.
You see, Eba, it is a Ote Accra, and Obika say, or a crassing affect your Munkuana, Munshe Wejadam, and a Wejadam so. And
Now the recent demo for 3 days. Day 1, the turnout wasn't so great. Day 2, we saw that mouth will went to me and started so more back. Day 3, you saw the numbers. That's the idea. If there so much proper response from the government here, it's going to happen again and again and again. What I say. And right now, the crazy thing is, I said, it's like 60 days or 61 days to elections. So if these things keeps happening, the money bet to one more work was the election day. And when that happens now, one shall no problem about.
And water is life. And the water bodies are being ruined. So we are urging the government, the politicians, the people, the leaders to do something about it. And not just Galamsey, but also the people who are involved in Galamsey.
And that's something I'm talking about. Say if you can't do anything about it, just shut up. Nana do a nyasa message. On France 24. One reporter beside Nana say, "Oh, Adudi, protest because for Ghana. It doesn't concern you. You see, free your citizens. I at your mokum. Nana do say, no, need more court. And then a human is on chairman for prison. You were individual bodies, judges, courts. I idea amount for them. And then amount for yes, no more fata. Kind of. That's what he said.
Right. Are you concerned about protest movements? We've seen a lot of protests. Some activists were arrested, put in jail. The opposition is saying you're trying to stifle dissent.
I'm not responsible for jailing people in Ghana. The courts in Ghana are independent institutions, and they have been all through this period of the Fourth Republic. People misconduct themselves and they're brought before court. It's for the court to deal with them. That's not a matter.
It has nothing to do about politics.
It has nothing to do with the executive. And their behavior is what lands them in problem with the police and with the courts.
If you keep doing this, to the larger extent, the Ghanaians now home, but to the immediate extent, because at the end of the day, asema obeka biya is directly, in a way, because amount for our feeling like okay, Nanado would do something. Amount for more care about our lives and not just something called vote to my woman. They care about our mama and your family. And if you are not doing anything to protect those people will also make sure that you or your government, or your party, won't get back, into the office. Obviously, they are going to vote against you. And then another right now, unfortunately, 8 years, aka 2 months, the president, 3 months, the presidency, Abawi, Nasa, or transfer power from one to whoever wins. So, Addo or what? Nanado doesn't really care much about it anymore. Nanado can import, Nanado can move his entire family from the top to the great-grandson. Can you and your family do the exact same thing? Ain't happen. A month will be. Now, men come up for you, and I be there too. There's another call UN, and then, call have problems, and I think there's a stroke, and I agent out to America. A month will be maximum more can say. Or move any Panamera Ghana. Na agenda 111 hospitals, na NPP for Wesino. Or Mramejaya Resao. There is no way that will happen. But, and now, so I'm going to scare off you, they can, afford to take the person outside. Luckily or so unluckily for him, they didn't happen outside. So, it's fair. So they be at least obenya yaresa, outside. Think it happened to Ghana. What do you think would have happened? Ngomemena Ghana and somebody in the outside. So all these things matters when it comes to say amount for protest now until into protest and say. So at DBC right now, people can, take their people out of the country to secure them or make sure say they get the proper care needed. Can you and your family do the exact same thing? That's the reason why I'm on for Ibrinega. Abosomfoɔ container banye wom nyina spare parts, original ones from United States. Era fere aba bedru Ghana. Vineyard Autoplex Company Limited wa boso kan. Open spare parts dealer Abosomfoɔ dealing original. Because there are so many spare parts for Ghana betima kwa kota be show kem. Wa dream no wunnim ntino beka so e papa. Not these people. These people are money so from America. And then they have an actual spare parts dealership. Wa America. Denver, Colorado. Usha number ye whole screen is ya from so open any car be a spare parts e dia shall car mu a.
Man who say especially Ghana you fuel for Honda CRV. And waka no emaka no employee. E wo fuel injectors ya. Ubetimi e dia gu fuel no ma e be clean injectors ni nyina e dia amount.
Me call Ghana na trotro driver bi de ne car be boy me car to and then me car hwehwe ne boy. Abusia me kwa akwoto bi no. Na ye were different types and then me choose to say we na ye pe. Man say there be don't buy this one instead. Because say ne na ka me pa me hu ya manage won a China made. Yes here no the sheka anuma. Be 3 months. Ube hu say light na start change color. That is the reason why Ghana be hu ka bi. We na say bright. That is part of the problem. But me call Vineyard Autoplex Company Limited. Or was much say papa ni buy this one instead. And then I bought that. So when you be a 10 woman assistance, that video chron a year for car. That is the person out per spare parts I so called. If you no person talk car free America de brewa, abusu bet me ayama. Who person want to ship with the ba be yi mawa. Abusu bet me any nama.
Oh, Ghana no person auto car so and so me talk car Emma amount for even say unnis car cra or the shipping na. Metima ship amount can be drew Ghana and what you anti-car be out pay bia no so no. Metima ato a ship e de bedru Ghana e de amount.
And fa when a car cra open original spare parts will be amount. Say even bini Ghana cra na. Or no ankasa betimi a de be from America de aba. Now fed you aba be yi the amount. Say ye car pono e ye car hwehwe everything be a here car spare parts bia no. Obenya be the amount. That's the reason why I may recommend the Vineyard Autoplex Company Limited amount. Omo aboso aka mo number the screen so no. Do pay any car spare parts bia contact you